Act as if you are blessed with everything. Have you ever noticed that the happiest people are not always the richest or the most successful? The real difference is not in what they own, but in how they see life. A person who wakes up every day with gratitude, hope, and positivity already lives like a blessed person. In a world where people constantly complain about what they lack, we often forget the countless blessings surrounding us: our family, our health, our dreams, and even the chance to live another day. Today, I stand before you to speak on a powerful thought that can completely transform our mindset and our lives. Act as if you are blessed with everything. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions a person can develop, because it completely changes the way we see life. Most people spend their days focusing on what they do not have. They complain about their problems, compare themselves to others, and believe happiness will only come after they achieve more success, money, or recognition. But the truth is that happiness does not begin when we gain everything we want. It begins when we appreciate everything we already have. Gratitude teaches us to stop looking at life with dissatisfaction and start looking at it with appreciation. It shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, from negativity to positivity, and from frustration to peace. When a person becomes grateful, even the smallest things begin to feel special. The simple ability to wake up in the morning, breathe fresh air, speak with loved ones, eat food, receive education, and dream about the future are blessings that many people ignore every single day. We often fail to value these gifts because we become too busy chasing bigger achievements. However, gratitude reminds us that life itself is precious. A thankful heart understands that true wealth is not measured only by material possessions, but also by peace of mind, meaningful relationships, good health, and inner happiness. Gratitude also changes the way we handle difficulties. Life is not perfect for anyone. Every person faces pain, failure, disappointment, and struggles at some point. But people who practice gratitude develop the strength to remain hopeful, even during hard times. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "What lesson can I learn from this situation?" This mindset makes them emotionally stronger and more positive. Gratitude does not remove problems from life, but it changes our attitude toward them. It helps us understand that every challenge can teach us something valuable, and every difficult moment can help us grow. Another important thing about gratitude is that it improves relationships. People naturally enjoy being around those who appreciate and respect them. A grateful person values the efforts of others and expresses kindness more often. Saying thank you, showing respect, and acknowledging the support of family, friends, teachers, and coworkers creates stronger emotional connections. Gratitude spreads positivity because appreciation inspires love, trust, and understanding. On the other hand, people who constantly complain or focus only on negativity often push others away. This is why gratitude not only improves our own happiness, but also creates a healthier and more positive environment for everyone around us. Moreover, gratitude increases confidence and motivation. When we recognize our blessings, we stop feeling helpless and start realizing our potential. A grateful person focuses on opportunities instead of limitations. They believe they already possess many gifts and abilities that can help them succeed. This mindset encourages them to work harder and remain optimistic about the future. Instead of feeling jealous of other people's success, grateful individuals feel inspired by it. They understand that life is not a competition but a journey where everyone has different struggles and blessings. In today's fast-moving world, gratitude has become more important than ever. Social media and constant comparison have made many people feel dissatisfied with their lives. People often compare their reality to someone else's highlight reel and forget their own worth. Gratitude protects us from this negativity by reminding us to focus on our own journey. It teaches us to appreciate progress instead of perfection. When we begin to value what we already have, we experience more peace, joy, and contentment. In conclusion, gratitude truly changes perspective because it transforms the way we think, feel, and live. It teaches us to value life, remain hopeful during struggles, strengthen relationships, and find happiness within ourselves. A grateful heart sees beauty where others see problems, and opportunities where others see obstacles. When we choose gratitude every day, we begin to realize that we are already blessed in countless ways. Positive thinking is not just a simple habit, it is a powerful way of living that shapes our actions, emotions, and future. The way we think has a deep impact on the way we experience life. A person who constantly fills their mind with negative thoughts often feels hopeless, stressed, and discouraged. On the other hand, a person who chooses positive thinking develops confidence, strength, and motivation even during difficult situations. This is why acting as if you are blessed with everything begins with maintaining a positive mindset. When we think positively, we naturally attract more happiness, opportunities, and success into our lives. Many people believe that positivity means ignoring problems or pretending that life is perfect, but that is not true. Positive thinking means facing challenges with hope instead of fear. It means believing that every problem has a solution and every failure can become a lesson. Life is full of ups and downs, and nobody can avoid struggles completely. However, our attitude toward those struggles makes the biggest difference. Two people may face the same situation, yet one may give up while the other grows stronger because of positive thinking. A positive mindset helps people remain calm, focused, and determined, even when circumstances become difficult. One of the greatest benefits of positive thinking is that it improves self-confidence. When people believe in themselves, they become more willing to take risks, work hard, and chase their dreams. Negative thoughts create fear and self-doubt, while positive thoughts encourage courage and determination. A student who believes they can succeed studies with more dedication. An athlete who thinks positively performs with greater energy and focus. Similarly, a person who believes that life is full of blessings becomes more grateful, hopeful, and emotionally strong. Positive thinking gives people the confidence to move forward. Instead of being trapped by fear, positive thinking also affects the people around us. Emotions are contagious, and the energy we carry influences our environment. People who spread optimism, kindness, and encouragement inspire others to feel hopeful as well. A smile, supportive words, or a hopeful attitude can brighten someone's entire day. Positive people often build stronger friendships and healthier relationships because others feel comfortable and motivated around them. In contrast, constant negativity creates tension and discouragement. This is why positivity not only improves our personal lives, but also creates a more peaceful and supportive community. Another important aspect of positive thinking is that it improves mental and emotional health. Constant negativity increases stress, anxiety, and sadness, while positivity helps people feel more relaxed and emotionally balanced. Positive thinkers are better at handling pressure because they focus on solutions instead of becoming overwhelmed by problems. They understand that bad moments are temporary and that better days will come. This hopeful mindset helps them recover from disappointment more quickly and continue moving forward with strength. In conclusion, positive thinking attracts positivity because our mindset influences our actions, emotions, and experiences. When we choose hope over fear and gratitude over complaints, we begin to see life differently. Positive thinking does not guarantee a perfect life, but it gives us the strength to face life with courage and confidence. It allows us to appreciate our blessings, inspire others, and create a future filled with hope and opportunity. A positive mind becomes a magnet for happiness, success, and inner peace. In today's modern world, people are constantly running after more money, more success, and more possessions. Everywhere we look, society teaches us that happiness depends on achieving bigger goals and owning better things. Because of this endless competition, many people become restless and dissatisfied with their lives. They believe that peace will come only after they gain everything they desire. However, the truth is that real peace does not come from having everything, it comes from appreciating what we already have. This feeling of satisfaction and gratitude is called contentment, and it is one of the greatest sources of inner peace. Contentment means accepting life with gratitude, instead of constantly complaining about what is missing. It does not mean giving up on dreams or stopping hard work. Rather, it means working for success while still being thankful for the blessings already present in our lives. A content person understands that happiness is not connected only to material wealth. They realize that peace of mind, healthy relationships, good health, and emotional stability are far more valuable than temporary pleasures. When people learn to be content, they stop comparing themselves to others and begin to enjoy their own journey. One major reason why many people lose inner peace is comparison. In the age of social media, people constantly compare their lives to the achievements, beauty, and success of others. They see someone else's happiness and begin to feel that their own life is incomplete. This comparison creates jealousy, insecurity, and dissatisfaction. Contentment protects us from this negativity because it teaches us to focus on our own blessings instead of someone else's life. Every person has different struggles and different gifts. A content heart understands that life is not a competition, but a personal journey of growth and gratitude. Contentment also helps people remain calm during difficult situations. Life will never be free from problems. Everyone experiences disappointments, failures, and moments of sadness. However, people who practice contentment are emotionally stronger because they know how to appreciate what still remains good in their lives. Instead of becoming bitter or hopeless, they remain patient and positive. They understand that difficult moments are temporary and that peace comes from trusting life rather than fighting against every challenge. This calm attitude allows them to think clearly and face problems with maturity. Another beautiful aspect of contentment is that it creates stronger relationships. People who are content with themselves are usually kinder, more patient, and more loving toward others. They are not driven by jealousy or selfishness, because they already feel thankful for what they have. As a result, they spread positivity and comfort wherever they go. On the other hand, people who are never satisfied often become frustrated, impatient, and emotionally distant. Contentment creates emotional balance, and this balance improves the way we treat others. Most importantly, contentment allows us to enjoy the present moment. Many people spend their entire lives waiting for happiness in the future. They think they will finally feel peace after achieving success, earning more money, or reaching a certain goal. But life passes quickly while they continue chasing satisfaction. Contentment teaches us that happiness can be experienced right now if we choose gratitude and appreciation. It reminds us to enjoy simple moments, value loved ones, and find joy in everyday life. In conclusion, contentment brings inner peace because it frees us from endless dissatisfaction and comparison. It teaches us to appreciate life, remain calm during hardships, and focus on the blessings we already possess. A content person may not have everything, but they still feel rich because their heart is full of gratitude and peace. True happiness is not found in endless desires. It is found in learning to be thankful for what we already have. One of the most powerful truths in life is that our attitude shapes the reality we experience. The way we think, react, and respond to situations greatly influences our happiness, success, and relationships. Two people can face the exact same circumstances, yet their lives may turn out completely different because of their attitudes. A person with a negative mindset often sees only obstacles, failures, and disappointments, while a person with a positive attitude sees opportunities, lessons, and hope. This is why acting as if you are blessed with everything begins with developing the right attitude toward life. Attitude is like a lens through which we view the world. If the lens is filled with negativity, fear, and complaints, everything around us appears difficult and unfair. However, if the lens is filled with gratitude, optimism, and confidence, life begins to feel more meaningful and beautiful. People with a positive attitude do not necessarily have easier lives. They simply choose not to let difficulties control their thoughts and emotions. Instead of focusing on what they cannot change, they focus on what they can improve. This mindset helps them remain motivated even during hard times. A positive attitude also plays an important role in achieving success. Successful people are not always the most talented or the most intelligent. In many cases, they are the ones who refuse to give up despite failures and challenges. Their attitude gives them the strength to continue trying when others lose hope. Every achievement in life requires patience, determination, and self-belief. Negative thinking weakens motivation, while a positive attitude encourages people to move forward with confidence. When individuals believe they are capable of success, they become more willing to work hard and overcome obstacles. Another reason attitude is so important is because it affects our emotional health. People who constantly complain and focus on negativity often feel stressed, anxious, and emotionally exhausted. They become trapped in frustration and disappointment. On the other hand, people with a grateful and hopeful attitude experience greater peace of mind. They understand that problems are temporary and that difficult moments are a natural part of life. Instead of allowing negativity to control them, they choose to remain calm and hopeful. This emotional balance helps them handle challenges more effectively. Our attitude also influences the people around us. A person who spreads kindness, encouragement, and positivity creates a supportive and uplifting environment. Positive individuals inspire others through their energy and confidence. Their attitude motivates people to believe in themselves and stay hopeful. In contrast, negative attitudes often create tension and discourage those around us. This is why attitude not only shapes our own reality, but also affects the reality of others. The energy we bring into a room can influence the emotions and behavior of everyone present. Moreover, attitude determines how we view failures and setbacks. Some people see failure as proof that they are not good enough, while others see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. A strong attitude transforms failures into lessons instead of excuses to quit. Every successful person has faced disappointments, but what made them different was their ability to keep moving forward. A positive attitude turns challenges into stepping stones rather than barriers. In conclusion, our attitude truly shapes our reality because it influences the way we think, feel, act, and respond to life. A grateful and positive attitude creates confidence, peace, resilience, and hope. It helps us overcome difficulties, build strong relationships, and achieve our goals with determination. When we choose the right attitude, we begin to see life not as a burden, but as a blessing filled with endless possibilities. One of the most beautiful ways to act as if we are blessed with everything is by spreading kindness to others. A truly blessed person is not someone who only keeps happiness and success for themselves, but someone who shares positivity, love, and support with the people around them. Kindness is a simple yet powerful quality that can change lives, heal emotional pain, and create a more peaceful society. In a world where many people struggle with stress, loneliness, and difficulties, even small acts of kindness can make a huge difference. When we treat others with compassion and respect, we become a source of light and hope in their lives. Kindness does not always require money or grand actions. Sometimes, the smallest gestures have the greatest impact. A smile, encouraging words, helping someone in need, listening to a person's problems, or simply showing respect can brighten someone's entire day. Many people silently fight battles that others know nothing about. A kind action may give them strength, comfort, and hope, when they need it most. This is why kindness is often called a blessing that multiplies when shared. The more kindness we give, the more positivity returns to our own lives. Spreading kindness also improves our own emotional well being. People who help others often feel happier and more peaceful because kindness creates a sense of purpose and connection. When we focus only on our own problems, we may become stressed and negative. However, when we support and uplift others, our hearts become lighter and more grateful. Kindness reminds us that life is not only about personal success, but also about making a positive impact on the world around us. A person who spreads goodness experiences deeper satisfaction than someone who only seeks material achievements. Another important aspect of kindness is that it strengthens relationships. Respect, understanding, and compassion build trust between people. Families become stronger, friendships become deeper, and communities become more united when kindness is practiced regularly. On the other hand, harsh words, selfishness, and negativity create distance and conflict. A kind person naturally attracts love and respect because people feel valued and safe around them. Kindness creates an atmosphere where people can support each other instead of competing or judging one another. Kindness also has the power to inspire change. When one person performs a good deed, others often feel encouraged to do the same. In this way, a single act of kindness can create a chain reaction of positivity. History shows us that great leaders and inspiring individuals are remembered not only for their achievements but also for their compassion and humanity. True greatness is not measured by wealth or power, but by how we treat other people. Even during difficult times, choosing kindness reflects strength and maturity. In today's fast paced world, kindness has become more necessary than ever. Many people are so busy chasing success that they forget the importance of empathy and human connection. Social media, competition, and stress often make society feel cold and disconnected. Kindness brings warmth back into human relationships. It reminds us that every person deserves respect, care, and understanding, regardless of their background or situation. In conclusion, spreading blessings through kindness is one of the greatest ways to live a meaningful life. Kindness creates happiness, strengthens relationships, inspires positivity, and brings inner peace. It costs nothing, yet its value is priceless. When we act with kindness and compassion, we not only make others feel blessed, but we also discover the true beauty of being blessed ourselves.